Remember when video game adaptations were cinematic poison? We've come a bit of a long way from that. Between small screen successes such as The Last of Us and Fallout, or smash box office hits the likes of the Super Mario Bros. And Five Nights at Freddy's, video game adaptations have become a viable financial pursuit for studios, and the potential next big genre now that superhero films are past their prime. With that said, I still don't quite think we're ready for a video game adaptation takeover. I'm struggling to believe that Hollywood can produce a video game adaptation which is as creative as it is financially successful, especially when it comes to cinema. I mean, Super Mario Bros. Was a box office hit, but it was one which left an awful lot to be desired from a storytelling perspective, relying less on a well-crafted narrative and instead succeeding on the strength of fan service and childlike thrills. For my money, the last Sonic the Hedgehog movie might just be the best video game adaptation we've gotten on the big screen. If anything was going to dethrone it, it's unlikely to be the Minecraft movie, which stars Aquaman actor Jason Momoa and star of your childhood movies Jack Black. Though Minecraft is one of the most popular video games of all time, it's a sandbox game which focuses on the process of creation, which means there's little of any story to mine for cinematic potential. Coupled with the marketing and the choice of director, it was plain as day that this movie right here was made for one sole purpose: to garner profit for a studio. From an executive level, this is true for any movie, but from the creative level, there was evidently no auteur Greta Gerwig type figure at the helm, and this was primed to share less in common with Barbie and instead share more with 2015's Assassin's Creed. To no surprise, the Minecraft movie is a soulless, vapid piece of content that exists not to tell a story, but to create moments which will cause audiences to point at the screen in acknowledgement, like that Once Upon a Time in Hollywood meme of Leonardo DiCaprio pointing at the TV. If Minecraft is a creativity-based game in which the only limit is your imagination, a Minecraft movie is devoid of any creativity, where the limits are every cliche and pitfall of every IP-driven, generic Hollywood 21st century blockbuster. The movie starts fine enough, driven by the universally agreeable charisma of Jack Black, but it's not long until it devolves into a generic and exposition-heavy slog, one which feels less like a narrative and more like a video game tutorial brought to life. When the plot kicks into full gear, if you can even call it that, and the leads must use their creativity to defeat the antagonists, the inherent flaw in this adaptation begins to present itself. While limitless creativity is a strength in the medium of video games, it becomes an issue in the realm of cinema, where you have a bunch of lead characters who can quite literally create anything. Filmmaking thrives on limitations, and it's no fun to watch a movie where the lead characters essentially possess the power of a god. Minecraft at its core is inherently created to play into the strengths of the video game medium, but when you're translating something from one medium to another, whether you're turning a book into a movie or a video game into a TV show, you have to create something which works in the new medium. In the hands of directors such as Lord and Miller, the idea of unlimited creation results in the Lego Movie, a powerful story about harnessing the full power of your creativity. In the hands of David Hess, we get low-stakes, boring action sequences where you never once feel the characters are in danger. If there's something that a great director like Tim Burton understands, it's that kids enjoy a little bit of menace and fear in their movies. It's the reason why I loved the Willy Wonka movie so much as a little boy. But when you look at something like Minecraft or the Super Mario Bros. Movie, I think that's lost on Hollywood. Unless in the hands of a capable director such as Denis Villeneuve, Jason Momoa has never been a particularly good actor. actor. His one-note surfer bro shtick is wearing even thinner today than it was when Aquaman, a movie I genuinely love, released in 2018. In Minecraft, he gives off the surface level impression of range, playing an adult man who is far past his prime and living in the shadow of his past success as a competitive gamer. Ironically, Momo feels like he's living in the shadow of everything he's done before as an actor. Instead of feeling like a fresh performance, it feels like Aquaman playing dress up, which I suppose is more than I can say about Jennifer Coolidge as Vice Principal Marlene. Watching this character, it feels like Coolidge wandered onto set by accident, and instead of asking her to leave, they asked her if she wanted to hop in front of the screen. And instead of writing a character, they simply asked her to, just be Jennifer Coolidge. She might be the closest the film gets to a laugh, but the fact is Jennifer Coolidge does little to distract from the inherently unnecessary B-plot weighing her down. It's one that a fan-edited version could chop out and not lose a single thing in the process of doing so. I mean, you'd only end up with a faster paced, leaner movie. The visual block-based style of Minecraft could have lent itself to a world as artificially beautiful and lived in as the world in Greta Gerwig's Barbie. And although it's initially amusing to see the characters fight block-shaped zombies, the movie is way too CGI heavy, and you can just imagine all of these guys standing in front of a green screen before being filtered through bland TV show-esque lighting. I blame it on the Marvel Cinematic Universe, but I digress. Though it might not be the train wreck we all expected, a Minecraft movie is a cautionary tale. A generic, painfully mediocre movie that not only fails, but serves as an important reminder. A reminder that just because something works in one medium, it won't necessarily work in another. Books are inherently imaginative, films are inherently visual, and video games are inherently interactive. And when you're translating something from a PC game to the big screen, that's an important thing to consider. Something that I'm confident the filmmakers never once did. And for that, I'm giving this movie a 4 out of 10. And I'm pretty sure 3 of those points come from Jack Black. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel for weekly TV and movie reviews. And if you've had the chance to watch a Minecraft movie, first of all, I'm sorry you had to go through it, and second of all, let us know what you thought about it in the comments below. I'm CineMike, and I'll see you next time.